but I'm confident you will have, because you all did a great job. Right, so what we want to do is look at playing the hi-hat open and well as closed. So basically closed, we're used to doing this, but we also want to be able to play it so it's opening and closing. All right. So all we're going to do to start with is just what I was doing there, keeping it nice and simple, and we're just going to play 1 and 2 and then just open it up, okay? So it's just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, so do you want to try that with me? Let's have a go doing that together. So opening it on the and after 2 and the and after 4, and I'll go slower than that, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. So a couple of things are really important, that when we hit it, it is open and it's not opening after we've hit it. All right, because that's not going to work, unfortunately. And the other thing is that we're closing it as we come down for the next hit. All right, so we don't get, which is a different kind of thing that we're not really doing at the moment. Gives it a different sound, doesn't it? So let's just try it again. Really focus on getting it on the and then when we're going to hit the next beat, it's closed. Okay, so you want that closed again. All right, let's try that again. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. All right, how's it going? Is that all working for you? I'm just going to type hi in the chat box so you can see there is a chat box there that you can comment in. So it'd be nice to hear from you guys. Right. What we're going to do is just add our main beat in that we've played many times. So what we'll do, first of all, let's just play that main beat so we kind of warm up a bit, okay? So all we're doing is this rhythm. All right, just going to play that a couple of times just so we can warm up a little bit. So we're going to be using that rhythm because it's one we're really familiar with, then add that open hi-hat too. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's just play that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit more, keep going. Oh, drop my stick. Right, we all do it, don't worry. So that is the main rhythm we're going to use just to actually add this open hi-hat to. All right. Okay, so we're opening the hi-hat on the and of 4. So just at the end of the bar for now. All right, so it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, and 1. So it's after the 4. 4 and 1. Okay, so let's. Excellent. Thank you. Hi, Jason. So, yeah, we all drop sticks. It's not just me, is it? No. Right. So what we're going to do is just try playing that main rhythm. We're going to go nice and slow, okay? And then we're going to open the hi-hat on the ands of 4. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right. Hopefully that's going well. Let's try that a couple more times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right, this time we're going to keep playing. So let's try and do it a couple of times in a row without stopping, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. How's it going? All working for you guys? One thing to think about is that when we're closing that hi-hat at the moment, it's the same time, it's on beat 1, isn't it? Because we're playing it on the and of 4. So on beat 1, we're closing that hi-hat. Now your right foot is also coming down because it's doing the kick drum on beat 1. So both feet are coming down together. Donk. Alright? So just keep that in mind and really focus on those feet coming donk down together. Make sure they're right on time with each other. Alright, and that might help you get this a bit more easily. Let's try that again. Hopefully it's okay. Let me know if it's not, or if we need to slow down, or if it's too easy, because we've got plenty more we can do. This is all aimed at the grade 2 kind of material that is in the book, by the way, okay? So this is gonna lead into a song that we're looking at, which is Miss You by the Rolling Stones, because there's lots of open and closed hi-hat in that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play it again a few times with the open hi-hat on the and after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. All right. How's it going? Is it all working? We're going to add something to this, okay? So just for a second, as long as it's okay with you guys and you're happy with what we're doing so far, we're going to leave the open hi-hat for a second, because we're just going to try and remember what the main rhythm was to Uptown Funk. So if you remember with Uptown Funk, when we were playing that, the kick drum was going on every beat, wasn't it? Have a quick play through, just trying to remember what the main rhythm to Uptown Funk was. You all did this really well, so you know it really well as well. So remember the kick drum on every beat. Okay, so have a go, play that a few times. Have a go now, okay? Just keep playing, keep playing. All right, so that is, stop. If you haven't stopped, stop. That is the main rhythm for this song as well, for Miss You, all right? So if you're used to playing Uptown Funk, and I know you are really quite good at that one, this one uses the same main rhythm, so that's going to help us kind of learn it much faster. The really tricky thing in this song, as I said, is that open and closed hi-hat. So what we're going to do now is a bit of a challenge. We are going to just focus on the open and closed hi-hat. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it on every and. All right, so where we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to open it on every and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, like that, okay? All right, let's do that together. Are you ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, so we really want to focus on making sure that we're closing that hi-hat as we're hitting or even before we're hitting, so we're not getting, we don't want it all messy, okay? So we want to make sure that it's nice and clean and we're hitting one's open and one's closed. So closed, open, closed, open, closed, open. And we don't want to make sure we can hear those differences, okay? All right, let's try that one more time. I'm going to go quite slowly this time so you can really focus on making sure it's closing properly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. It's all working. Well done, Jason. You're doing a brilliant job then. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add in just the kick drum to start with, and the kick drum is going to go on every beat, so every number. All right, so it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so we're going to do this quite slowly because now we've got both feet operating. Gets quite tricky because we're not used to using our left foot so much as our right, because we use our right for our kick drum all the time, but the left foot, we're not using it really as much until we get to grade 2 and above, and then we start using it a lot more. Okay, are you ready? So with the kick drum on every number, and then the and is the open hi-hat, remember, as well. Let's have a go and let's see what happens. So nice and slowly to start with. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And again, let me know how it's going, because we can always slow down or speed up. If this is easy, you're doing really well, mind you. This can be quite challenging, this can. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and 1. Okay. All good, here we go. Are we ready to try and add in? Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely, yeah. Kick drum as well. So I might turn mine up slightly so you can hear my kick better. That's my kick. Okay. So what we're doing now is the kick is on every beat. So let me just really focus on the kick drum. So the kick, if you can hear it, is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? But what we're also doing is we're getting that open hi-hat in between the kicks, so on the ands, okay? So if I just play without the open hi-hat a second, you'll hear me count probably. You'll probably hear the count better. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right? But what we're going to do is we're going to open the hi-hat on the ands. So it's going to go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 So what you'll notice again is when you're playing that kick, you're also closing the hi-hat. So again, they're coming down together. It's just like dang, open, both together, open, both together, open, okay? So really focus on getting those feet coming down together. All right, let's try that together. Again, nice and slowly, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, how are you doing with that one? It's quite tricky, isn't it? Getting those feet moving up and down together can be quite a challenge. All right. The next step is adding in the snare drum. All right, so remember we've got the main rhythm. Got that main rhythm, haven't we, that we did for Uptown Funk as well. And that rhythm stays the same, but on the ands, we're putting in that open hi-hat. All right, and it does take a bit of practice. So when we come to this part of the song, it's kind of going to go like this. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna add in that kick drum with the snare 2 and the open hi-hat. But again, I'm going to go really slowly, so I'm not going to go that quickly. We're going to count like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right. So just remember, on 2 and 4. Same as usual, 2 and 4 is going to be the snare, isn't it? Right, 2 and 4 is the snare as well as the kick. So let's go really slowly and just see how that goes, all right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. Okay? Sorry, got distracted there. Things coming up on the computer. Okay, so yeah, so how are we doing? Is that working for you? Have a little play through at your own speed. Slow is absolutely fine. You don't need to go fast, okay? This is just trying to make sure we can get that open hi-hat working a little bit. So really slow. I'll give you a minute or so. Just play through by yourself at your own pace. Really slowly to make it work. Yeah, this is a new challenge. So kind of what happens at every grade, really, every song you learn is that you get thrown in a new, it's like when you learn to juggle and you're juggling really well with 2 balls and then suddenly somebody throws you a 3rd ball and it all just falls down again. And then you get that going really nicely. You're juggling 3 balls and someone throws you a 4th. So that's kind of what's going on. So don't worry about it. It will be difficult at first because, like I say, we're using that left foot now, so we've got another limb involved, got a left leg involved now as well as the right, and it takes time. Okay, so let's just go back a pace and not worry about the snare drum again, and let's just do it with the kick and the hi-hat. Okay, right, let's just try that again. So kick and the hi-hat is going to go like this again, isn't it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So on the number, kick drum and the closed hi-hat. On the and, we're going to use the open hi-hat. All right, so let's just try that again, just nice and slowly. Going to go this speed, okay? I'm going to make you go really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay, now just do it by yourself. Don't worry about keeping the same pace as me, because that can be off-putting as well, because you're trying to follow somebody else as well as really focus on what you're doing. So have a go just by yourself again. Your speed, nice and slowly. Just make sure you're getting that kick down with the hi-hat, so they're moving together with the feet. And then you open, and then they're down together, and then you open. Okay, have a go. Let me know how it goes, okay? Hopefully this one will be good. Okay, right. So this time we'll just do the same thing again, but if you can do it with me, let's see how we are. We're going to start slowly, and then I'll go a little bit quicker, and we'll see if it's working slow, if you can get it any quicker, and we'll just take it from there. All right, are you ready? So slowly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, how's it going with just the kick and the hi-hat moving up and down? Hopefully that's going okay. All right. So this is in the song, like I say, this is in Miss You, and Miss You does this quite a lot, but it's a tricky song. Got that, excellent. Well done, doing really, really well then. This is a tricky song, okay? The main rhythm's easy, it's Uptown Funk, you can do that. But it's adding in this hi-hat that's a real challenge. Okay, brilliant, well done. So what we'll do is, let's try it again. We're just gonna add in the snare. Nothing else changes, just adding in that snare where we normally put it. Okay, so on beats 2 and 4. So if I just play it through once slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so the feet are doing the same thing. The kick drum is still on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. but we're just adding in the snare drum on 2 and 4. All right. So let's go really slow, so we've got lots of thinking time. Okay, so it's going to go really slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? So try at your speed, so you don't have to follow me again. Okay? So have a go just by yourself. Nice and slow. All right. I'll try counting again. Remember, speed is not a worry. We're not worried about getting fast. We just want to make sure we're playing things correctly. And then speed will just come with practice. All right? But if we get it wrong to start with, then, you know, it's no good. All right? So let's just go nice and slowly. And let's really focus on that hi-hat being open and closed, okay? Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so that's reasonably slow, but I know this is not easy, so you may need to go even slower than that so you can get the feel of it. Once you've got it, you'll be able to speed it up, I'm sure, quite quickly, but it is a bit of a strange one. Like I said, it's like juggling and someone throws you an extra ball and you're like, what? And you just drop all the balls. Okay? How did that one go? Is that a bit better this time? As I said, when you're practicing this one, just think about going really slowly so you've got time to really think about what's happening on each beat. Okay? If you've got the book, as I said, the song is Miss You, and we're looking really at one of the hardest bits really in the song. So we're kind of looking at bar 16. Doing. Yes! Fantastic. It's not an easy thing, so I'm really impressed. Well done. Right. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing it. Anything else we add at the moment will just maybe make it a bit more confusing. So just keep going. Yeah, really good if you're getting that. Well done indeed. The next step, which you don't have to do now, because we're kind of we're kind of out of time, but what we'll do, the next step is just going to be switching between that rhythm with the open and closed hi-hat and just keeping it closed. All right, so the main rhythm is just this, isn't it? That's the main rhythm, the uptown funk rhythm. So what we want to be able to do is swap what we're doing on the hi-hat and be able to do the open and closed hi-hat as well. So what I mean is playing this, and then going between them. Okay, so that would be the next step once you're feeling happy with it, and it'll give you just something to practice over the week. Okay, so that's what you can try and practice. Make sure you're happy doing the open and closed hi-hat. When you feel you're getting it, even if it's slow, if you feel you're getting it, that's great. And then you can try switching between the two, because that happens in the song. So it's a really good idea to practice.